Jambo. My name is Eric. I'm a teacher and a musician.
Jambo. My name is Mohamed Abdul, mfanya biashara.
Hello everyone, my name is Walter Onyango. I'm with WFP. Thank you.
Good evening, my name is Michael Machio, businessman.
Hi, Edwin Masiko.
Samuel, student.
Joyce, nurse.
John Major, business.
Grace Mutanu, Organization of Women in International Trade.
Wenslaus Simiyu, as Eastern Africa.
Ibrahim Okoth, teacher, fintech, and taxi app.
Diana Omwendi, GIZ.
Donald Mwangi, UNFCU.
Good evening, Esther, Africa CDC.
Good evening, Eunice Salma, Africa CDC.
Good evening, John Jane, AU.
Good evening, Helena Kilonzo, Africa Union Commission.
Good evening, Lea Wanambwa, AU Climate Change.
Felix Munyao, Padre, Father Felix Munyao.
Hi, I'm Sarah Tatiana and I'm a student.
Good evening, my name is Ndavano. I'm a teacher or an educator with Cambridge Academy.
Father Mike Cassia, Holy Ghost Fathers.
Okay, he's not. We have more guests on this side. The introduction, who you are, what you do.
Good evening, Fred Atinga, a teacher at Cambridge.
I'm Ruby Atinga and I'm a student.
Hi everyone, I'm Connie Obonyo, doing business.
George Locorio. I'm everything, I guess.
Thank you very much. Now we know who is in the room. Thank you very much, Chair. Thank you. All right, so we are still serving for the latecomers. You'll still be served. We now want to welcome Ambassador Petronila Were, who is our gracious host, to welcome us officially. Karibu Balozi.
Munipigie makofi nikikuja hapa. Thank you. Thank you. We need courage. So you applaud and make it easy to come here. Asanteni sana, kwa majina naitwa Petronila Were. Deputy Head of Mission Ambassador wa Kenya Embassy hapa Addis Ababa. Wengi na wajua. So I had to stand up so I get to know the new faces, and there are quite a number. So welcome to Addis Ababa. Welcome to Kenya Embassy. This is your home. This is your country. Anytime you feel lonely, kujeni hapa. Tuongee Kiswahili. Wale wanajua lugha zetu tofauti, tuongee lugha so that you feel at home. If you have any issue, you have your chair there. Julia, stand up. Once again, if you have any issue, you can't come here, you go straight to her. There's a WhatsApp group you get added on so you know what's happening to your community here. The secretary is Jillian. She introduced herself, very agile, very artistic, very loving. So you talk to her, you're good. So, but we are open to you come meet us, talk to us on any issue that you have, and we are always welcome here to receive you. We are glad to be here with Alex Chamwada. He's come to listen to you. He has gone to all the countries, I think, within Eastern Africa. This could be among his last ones. Let us show him how Kenyans in Ethiopia behave. Sisi ni watu wazuri. We'll give him all the support that he needs. He's a fellow Kenyan. You all know the program he has been running. He will talk more about it when he comes here. He will tell you more what he wants and what he'll be doing here for today and the next few days. So yangu ni kuwakaribisha and also to bring the apology of the head of mission, Ambassador Galma. We've been having some work throughout this week. Gateway Development Project. Some of you have heard about it. So there's a Kenyan delegation in Addis Ababa. He's handling that. There are a few things to sign. Only him can sign. So he's out of Addis Ababa with our counterparts from Ethiopia working on that. You will soon be hearing more about the Gateway Development Project between Kenya and Ethiopia. So he sends his greetings, his apology, and he looks forward to meeting all of you in the near future. We are working on that. We will not talk much. We have been waiting here since some comes with it. So I would like to take this opportunity to invite Alex, opportunity to him to proceed with the program from now hence. Karibu.
Asante sana balozi. Makofi kwa balozi. Wow, it feels nice to see you people. Muna glow. Tell your neighbor, let me use the right word. Let me try. Tell your neighbor, you look good. Is that a good one? I don't know. Or we say what? You look fabulous. Which one is safer? Which one is safer? Yeah, hi. Ama anakaje? Oh, okay, let's say you look familiar. Yeah. Wow. Mmefurahi sana. Mimi napenda nikiongea na watu ambao wamefurahi. Ama ni hiyo mbuzi. I think ni kila kitu, mbuzi, balozi, nyinyi. Kuna matumbo pia? Wow. Na kuna chef hapa. Imedonjo. Okay, so that's where you'll see us, and you can see yourself live. So, and we believe that because this is a public function, you have granted us permission that you can be seen live. I think we are doing something nice, is it? So we are not targeting any particular person, it's a group. So we are live on CHS Media TV. You can tell those who are not here. Takuona huko village huko Ebusirazi or Salama. I was in Salama recently. Nani wanatoka Ukambani? Aha, the link you can share to the group. Can you see it? Okay, just give me a minute. And so far, so good. I think we'll keep it short. There you are. Let me see it. Just see if you can see it. So if you share in your group, I'm sure so many people will be seeing it.
This pillar ilikuwa imefunika my colleague.
Sisikii sauti kwa nini? Mbona? Kwa majina naitwa Balozi Leonard Boyo. Niko chini ya ubalozi na pia nafanya chini.
Great. On that breath, let me appreciate that we've really worked very well with the State Department for Diaspora Affairs and the Office of the Prime Cabinet Secretary in terms of organizing this event. So we want to appreciate, and of course we work very closely with Kenya's missions abroad. Everywhere we've gone, the high commissions, the embassies are very crucial to these meetings that we do. So thank you for partnering with us. And just to say, tumekutana na Boyo huko London, where else? I was to come to Italy, so he's a great friend. Thank you so much. Thuo, ako wapi? Ulienda kukaa mbali? Tumekutana pia ako kwa simu. And Stanley, thank you so much. It's been a long journey. We started planning this, I think, about 2 months ago before I embarked on the journey through East Africa. And Asanteni also, the Kenyan committee, the organizing committee, you've done a fantastic job. So on behalf of my team, Asanteni sana. Let me introduce my team. We are a four-man guitar. Four-man guitar. This is our lead producer, stand. It's called Stephen Mwalili. Tumpige makofi. Wengine wako busy. Eric Maweu there, technician. Eric Maweu on the controls, ni videographer pia. And he's the one who has been driving us. Tumpigie makofi. Nilimsaidia kidogo, alafu huyu mwenzetu pia akamsaidia kidogo. Tuko madriver watatu. So huyu anaitwa Mr. Moses Muya, videographer. Tumpigie makofi. Yeah, nobody has already asked, hey, gender balance. Wako, so as we work, sisi mameni wa kuzunguka huku, behind the scenes, there are about 4 ladies as well making it happen. Tuwapigie makofi, they are watching us. Yeah, so thank you so much, and all those who have been helping to fix this meeting. Thank you. Jilan, very articulate, very meticulous, let me say. Mesaidiana sana. Chef hapa, thank you so much for just even giving direction, do this, don't do this, mpaka tukafika. Now, in a summary, CHS Media is a multimedia consultancy firm. I quit employment 14 years ago. Kevin, so when we met, we're at Citizen. So tulijuana na Kevin kwa kinyozi. So we shared Ababa. Umemtumia picha? Anatengeneza poa? Yeah, thank you. So that time I was still at Citizen. So I've been running CHS Media Limited. I think is it 14 years now? So it's an independent company where we do productions, advertising, PR, and so on. But one flagship program that we are known for is known as Daring Abroad. Now everyone talks about it. Yes, it's a powerful, nice program, but we do so much back home as well. Through us, the diaspora are able to know what's happening back home, especially in the hospitality sector. If you watch our YouTube, if you go to our YouTube, you'll see so much of what we've done back home. We told you about the expressway before even it was launched. We told you about that beautiful road to Lodwar. Who comes from Turkana County? Watakuja tu. They are not daring abroad. But we are on our watch. So we do quite a lot of that. So, but daring abroad, we've done well over 2,000 feature stories about Kenyans living and working abroad. And to just cite, the impact of daring abroad, you can imagine, maybe Kevin unajua, there is a small island known as St. Helena Island. Do you know where it is? It is in between Angola and Brazil. And it's so tiny, I don't think you'd see it on the map until you zoom like this. So that tiny island, there's a Kenyan living there, and his name is Bramwell Bushuru. He reached out to us during COVID time to go feature him. Because of COVID, we didn't go immediately, but we eventually went. It's a tiny island with a population of only about 4,000 people. To cut a long story short, Bramwell is the air traffic controller on that island. When we flew there, there was only one flight per week. So you fly in on a Saturday, you'll stay in until the other Saturday to go back. So we spent a week with Bramwell, took us to the, sasa ni kama king, yani anatutembeza kila mahali, airport, we combed almost everywhere, akatupeleka huko controls, tukiona ndege ikiland, ikitoka. Of course, tukilanda alikuwa hapo, but sasa hili ilikuja kutuchukua after a week, and then we are now covering it live as it was landing. And because of that, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, there's something about representation. I'm not a professional there. He didn't have a representation. Because of our story, the government of Kenya placed him under Senegal. So his representation is through Senegal. So you can see the impact of the Daring Abroad series. But I think he called his family later, and he has had some other 4 Kenyans now going to live there and found some work there because of Daring Abroad. So I'm just giving you quick highlights. In Ethiopia, thank you. Thank you, yeah. We've contributed to remittance inflows back home by showcasing opportunities back home. And that's why we tag along with some of our partners so that we showcase what they do. So in a summary, that is CHS Media for you. Our headquarters is in Kilimani, near 4 Points Sheraton, between Yaya and 4 Points Sheraton. We have an office in Lodo as well, but we pride in saying we have footsteps across the world. So I like the way this has gone so far, but to just share now our experience, because this is Journey Through East Africa. We decided to embark on a project so that through our experience, we are able to showcase to you people what it takes to travel around the region by road. Yeah, I've been flying quite a lot. I've flown into Addis Ababa many times, sometimes on transit. But I said, hey, why not by the road so that we know what happens at the border points? And most of them are now it's called One Stop, very convenient. And many of them are quite modernized with the modern systems. So we began on first this trip, April Fool's Day. And the people thought it's a prank or a plank? A prank, okay. So on April Fool's Day, via Namanga, we had the first meeting at our consulate in Arusha, and that event coincided with the welcoming of the new Consul General. So it went so well. We had a meeting like this there. Then we drove from Arusha, the border between Tanzania and Burundi. We had a similar event in Burundi. Then went to Kigali, Kampala, and back to Kenya via Malaba border. So we also had Bungoma as a gateway to Kenya. We had a similar event with the business community in Bungoma. We rested a bit in Nairobi, then embarked on this journey to Addis Ababa the other day. When was it? Because we had an event Thursday morning at 5 a.m. So we were in Moyale by 3 p.m. So I'm sharing my experience, you see. So 3 p.m. and we are hosting an event there. Then we rested. Yesterday, due to 1 or 3 paperwork we are still chasing, we crossed the border, Stanley Ataniua, because he kept saying, start the journey at 9, start the journey. We started at 4 p.m. So God loves us. We slept somewhere. I don't know where we found. Where now the soldiers won't allow you to proceed. We wanted to continue until it's called, is it that? No, Hawassa was way, way before. We had done barely 250 kilometers. There's a barrier there, and we had so many soldiers who said, you can't proceed. Even if we allowed you, it is for your own safety. So we stayed there. They were nice, very courteous, and that's part of the experience of our journey through East Africa. How about just staying around with the soldiers? And they were very welcoming. And the chef had an opportunity to speak to one of them last night. It's around midnight, you can imagine. They brought us injera and some beef. I believe I'm not making a mistake by sharing our experience on the journey through East Africa, because that is the purpose. So we started the journey again in the morning at 6 a.m. Now reaching somewhere now, Hawassa. So our tank is barely a quarter, and how do we proceed? We need fuel. It took us 2 hours there to get fuel, but we were lucky, and thank you for advising us, Stanley. We had a letter. We've been traveling or carrying a letter we have from Ethiopia's ambassador to Kenya. It's written in Amharic. I think you translated it. So that's enough. When they read, so we were able to get fuel and proceed. Julia almost said we postponed the event. I'm a nachoma. Yesterday, but I said no, let's proceed. God is with us, so we want to thank you. So the journey has been interesting. One, we've met so many Kenyans along the way. I think in total now with this event, we've had meetings with well over 750 Kenyans. Tupigie makofi. So you are among the 750. That's close to 1 million. And people have been sharing their stories. We've had, through your introductions, we have an idea of what you do. Well done. Walimu ndio wengi. Tuwapigie makofi. You go to Uganda, you'll find a very enterprising Kenyan who began in Kenya as a teacher. Alikuwa anafundisha nini? Art. At Kapropita High School, akafundisha art. Kapropita, wako wapi? Ama the county? Okay. Mbita High School. Mbita. Oh, Mbita High School, or that area, it's in Homa Bay. So, alifundisha art. Akajinua, akasoma, mpaka akakuwa lecturer in 2 universities in Uganda, including Makerere. He went to teach textiles. Art and textiles, I think, go together. Then he decided to venture out. Akakaa kaangalia hizi bananas. Hii ama ndizi. Ndizi inaitwaje kwa lugha yako? Marigo. I say mine. Magomia. Maragoli. But I know the Luya is Maremwa is Nyore. Tiriki. Okay, so imagine he's making products from banana fiber. Did you know that? Anatengeneza mpaka nywele. Yani unavaa nzuri, mtu hawezi jua hii ni banana ati umevaa. Can you imagine? Umevaa banana, Yeah, if you go to my anatengeneza mats from banana fiber. Tuko pamoja, mats na employ watu 80 people. I'm sharing our experience through journey through East Africa. Yeah, so you find very ingenious people and we are one. So this is a common market and you can see what you can do together if we just continue talking to each other in the region. So many people. There's a Kenyan who went kuanzisha kusupport factory inatengeneza unga, akaanza kuchoma nyama by the roadside. Anaitwa Wanjohi by the roadside, nyama choma. Anaitwa Wanjohi. So yes, then Sasa, he owns a hotel and accommodation of about 45 rooms. Hiyo ni kujituma. Si mnaona nyinyi ni watu wa kujituma? Mwingine ameuliza na huyo banana fiber anaitwa nani? Anaitwa Kimani. Yes. Now the hospitality sector is doing very well. Listen, so in terms of also skills and knowledge transfer, you people have done an amazing job. In the entire region, when we walk around, there are so many people in the hospitality sector, leave alone teachers. So hospitality sector pia. So huko tukakutana na Mr. Khaemba, Martin Khaemba in Burundi, who has worked for several hotels and has also trained many Burundians in terms of running the hospitality sector. There is also Stanley Agade from Tiriki. You are from Tiriki? Yes, so amazing. Now, I wouldn't want to continue storytelling so much. You know me for storytelling. I just want us to quickly run through some of our sponsors. Some I'll just play their videos, then we summarize. Alafu tuone tumalize hii mkutano tusiendelee kuomba sana. So, Eric, are we ready with the videos? We could start with the short ones with Safaricom. Let me begin by appreciating Safaricom so that as we've been traveling around the region, Safaricom PLC has been our connectivity partner. Part of my experience, a little more difficult, I'm yet to understand more in terms of connectivity in Ethiopia. Bundles, nilikuwa naeka bundles inamezwa kama kitu ingine. I'm roaming, everywhere I go my number is on. But at some point, I was unable to make calls and even receive, and I'll give Safaricom the feedback. And then Julia was lucky at some point when I was at the toll station, Yaki kaingia, but now I'm back on Wi-Fi, thank you. So, but in the other parts of the region, it's been relatively smooth. Tanzania, Uganda, Burundi a bit difficult, but we've been able to stay connected. So even Balozi Petronila said, meona some of my posts tukiwa kwa jani. So we are glad that we remained connected like normal, like we continued with our life as we traveled around the region in terms of even uploading things, in terms of making calls. And M-Pesa is quite widely used in the region, I think even here. And M-Pesa is really just making you feel at home and you're able to transact, to do so much together. Think they were to be here, but maybe they didn't make it. We were to have a representation from Safaricom PLC. So you are still setting up? Okay. Let me appreciate Charms Adventures is a sister company to CHS Media. If you are looking for someone to organize your travel or holiday back home, you can get in touch with us, Charms Adventures. Let me appreciate Kenya Wildlife Services. And it may be too late, but let's try. As I talk about Kenya Wildlife Services, they've been a partner also. And if you don't know, and all the details on their website, but they keep saying you can get in touch with them either through us or them. You can invest back home through KWS. It's not just going for holiday, going for in those parks to see animals and so on. They offer opportunities to you, either as a group or as an individual, to maybe start a lodge in those parks, to lease land and do something, start a facility. So you can start a hospitality facility with Kenya Wildlife Service. So they gave us a raffle ticket, which they normally want some competition out of it. And this raffle ticket we shared some time back. So if say you are still interested, this is for those who are willing to participate. You pay 3,000 worth of Kenya shillings. So 3,000 Kenya shillings. Then you stand a chance to win a 2-night stay for a group of 7 people at Kamboyo House in Tsavo West National Park. And this is within a year span. So you stand to win a raffle ticket for a 2-night stay for a group of 7 at Kamboyo House in Tsavo West National Park. It means you can take your clan there. 7, see, there's the entire clan. Yeah, or 7 could be the Association of Kenyans living in Ethiopia. And the more you enter, the more the chances of winning. So you can pay. I know there are some who may have paid, but you can pay if you are still willing to win that. And it's nice because once you are there, they'll take care of you. So it's full board. You can imagine, full board. Full board for 2 nights, for 7 people. How much? Calculate that. So what you only need to do is to reach there. Then they'll take care of you once you've checked in. It sounds nice, eh? Tafta M-Pesa. So, so full board, then for those 2, is it 2 days or something? Sikiza? Okay, so they'll take you around the park to see wanyama with their vehicle for the group of 7. So you pay to 0722. Kenya shillings, kama uko na bill cash letter, huyu jamaa ndiye anachukua, huyu Steve. 22, hii ni ya Kenya M-Pesa. 0722. I like that. KWS mnasikia, I believe they are online. 0722 58 40 45. Yeah. 0722 584045. Send money. Ni jina yangu. Okay, yeah. So to make it easy, we gave my number because I'm able from the entire crew. There was an earlier number which is in Nairobi, but now we are here. But you can still send on the number on the poster. But to make it easy so that Steve and I can monitor, you'll show him 0722 58 40 45. But the good thing, it's not reading Alex Chamwada. Is it reading Alex Chamwada? Yes, it is reading Alex Ayego. So it's Alex Ayego. Those who come from Low Nyanza, Ayego means I agree with you. Ayego. So you agree with me? Ayego. Okay, Medonjo said thank you so much. Okay, which video is ready as you send? So Steve will give you. We've improvised. He'll give you a piece of paper which is a raffle ticket for you. So enda kwake ama Steve mnaweza raise mkono. He'll be walking around. Atakupatia, he'll retain a copy. At the end of this event, we'll do a raffle. Koroga, 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 koroga. Then we choose the winner. Who is this lucky to get 7 people? Aya, maybe ni wewe. Quickly, which video is ready? Let's listen to this video by Safaricom PLC on how to, I think. Okay, I'm told we need to give telebill number as well. I think it was somewhere. Give me a minute. So the local number is +255. Okay, sorry. Okay. Ni gani tulituma? Ngoja. Jila utanikumbusha. Ilikuwa gani? Jila niko mali. Unaikumbuka gani tulipeana? Or you can help me. We gave one. Even yours. Kuja tupeane. Mnataka kulipa na local. It is +251. Now that's familiar. 97 780 1492.
Because real estate is not just a purchase.
80 1492.
Your M-Pesa Global Pay Virtual Visa card.
Problem, I think ni kuchoka. I read the wrong one. This one is for a Mount Kenya National Park for a group of 8. Who is familiar with that guest house?
Your M-Pesa Global Pay Virtual Visa card. Download the M-Pesa. And here's how to activate your M-Pesa Global Pay Virtual Visa card. Download the M-Pesa app and the global payment M-Pesa Global Pay Virtual Visa card, verify with your PIN, tap on opt-in, confirm with your PIN, receive a registration confirmation message, and lastly, view your card details. Here's how to activate your M-Pesa Global Pay Virtual Visa card. Download the M-Pesa app. Under Global Payments, tap on M-Pesa Global Pay Virtual Visa card, verify with your PIN, tap on opt-in, confirm with your PIN, receive a registration confirmation message, and lastly, view your card details.
Reduce a little. Okay. Quickly, I'll go to another partner, Staroot Real Estate. More from Safaricom. Great. Prepare Staroot. So, Staroot. So Staroot is a partner in real estate. So they have apartments and they are selling either finished or off-plan. So they have very unique facilities coming up in Westlands and Kilimani area. So we are representing them and they are able to manage for you, you know, when you enter into agreement with them and pick a facility with them. But this is now been summarized in a video. I think it's about 1.5 minutes. Our videos are very short. So let's listen to what you can get from Staroot Real Estate.
Hello everyone, my name is Brian.
And I'm Natalia, and we're from Staroot Real Estate.
Based in Nairobi, Kenya. Now when most people look to invest in a property, they mostly focus on the project. But the truth is, the developer behind the project matters even more.
Because real estate is not just a purchase, it's a long-term partnership. And choosing the right partner determines whether your investment truly performs.
And at Staroot Real Estate, we're proud to be that partner. Now, since 2007, we've been reshaping the Nairobi skyline. And in the last 10 years alone, we've successfully delivered 8 landmark projects.
Each one completed with a clear focus on quality and long-term value. Because to us, real estate is not just about selling units. It's about delivering on the promises we make and building long-term partnerships.
Now today we invite you to be part of our next landmark project, Gemini, a 1- and 2-bedroom residence designed for the future. Located in the prestigious Brookside Westlands, one of Nairobi's most sought-after addresses, surrounded by multinational companies, top-tier schools, hospitals, malls, and social amenities.
Gemini is more than just a place to live. It's a complete lifestyle experience with over 20 amenities, including a private cinema, 2 swimming pools, fitness and wellness spaces, restaurants, co-working areas, and much more.
But beyond a lifestyle, Gemini builds as an investment, designed to attract strong rental income while still deliver returns annually. Now, with an in-house property management team, we've designed the entire process to be seamless, from purchase till rental income.
So even if you Google, you can find them on. You know, when I started this journey through East Africa, people have been watching. So we found home, especially in real estate, so that usidanganywe. I heard someone saying, saa zingine unatuma simiti, inaenda kununua. They'll be hearing you. First, tell us where you are, coming to us from, which city. Hello, try, go ahead.
Okay. Mic check. Real estate platform where, you know, trust is at the core of the build, and too many are afraid to start. You know, not because that they don't believe in Kenya, but mismanaging money, beautiful listings that are not even real, and to rent in Kenya. And if you're looking to invest with confidence, you know, we are slowly building our portfolio, even listing platform. So we are not competing with any of the other big Kenya. We are simply making. Please start with our home.
Question you want to ask Kuya?
particulars are there. My phone number is there. My Instagram, you know, all my social media handles are on the platform itself.
Asante, thank you. Tumpigie makofi. I've just one or two more and then we are. But to just remind you, so when we speak to the diaspora like you, we've done so much as I told you, including whoever watched Willie Kathurima with the Ngombes, beef cattle in Botswana. I know that was one of our first stories. Everyone goes there to benchmark, including, you know, members of parliament, cabinet ministers, you know, people in the livestock sector. He even started a consultancy arm of his business in Botswana because of daring abroad. In Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, you know, maybe munasema, you've not mentioned any. Think we are beginning to document. I've been coming to Addis, but when I was still employed as a reporter, but we have lots of stories lined up, and thank you for those who've been reaching out. So we have quite something to take back home, and those who have been reaching out, thank you. And we may not document right now, but we could come back in future to document your stories. But by just sharing what you've shared here is good enough. And every year, you know, we also talk about diaspora returnees. At some point, you will return home. They say east or west? Sio hivyo? Ni hivyo. Nani atarudi? Okwani hamutarudi? Kila mtu. I'm a diaspora returnee as well. I've done so much. Of course, I was a student in the UK. I did my master's at the University of Liverpool. That is when I understood what culture shock means. You know, when you tell to many people home, culture shock is like climate change. You know, you can't explain climate change. Yeah, so culture shock, you know, winter, summer. In fact, some wonder when you talk of summer in the US or wherever, majuko, summer sounds like it should be the dry period. So summer, wanashanga mbona miti ilikauka, you know? No, winter, sorry. Winter ndio miti inakauka. So wanashanga winter mbona miti imekauka, you know? So I experienced culture shock. I've worked at CNN at some point, Voice of America. So I'm a diaspora returnee. And then the world out there makes you different. Have you realized? If you have a chance even to take your son, your daughter to go study abroad, it makes a whole difference. Yes, we have universities back home, and one can do at Nairobi University and go for masters in the UK or the US. You will never be the same again. So the world outside there changed me to even be bold enough to say I can use my skills to be an entrepreneur, to be a journalist by using my skills to tell your stories, to do business. And to work, you know, you work. The world disciplines you, and I know I'm speaking a familiar language. So we also have featured diaspora returnees so that they can share their skills and their knowledge, and in that sense, they're also transferring that to the Kenyan community. So every year, again, we have a Diaspora Returnees Forum. We are going to do the third one this year. So the Diaspora Returnees Forum happens every month of October, the last Friday of every month of October. So those who will be at home, you are invited to, we'll give out the information, the venue. The day is the last day of October, time 8 to 7 p.m. But we normally open up for the world. So we'll have a virtual link for even those who are here. You'll be able to attend. Now, Julia, before I go to our last partner, maybe as we had indicated earlier, if there's one or two among the audience here who would want to share the experience, to say a word or two, so that it's interactive. This event is very interactive. I've shared mine. We can have one or two. As I prepare, the other speaker is from the US as well. I need to prepare the speaker. Then we are done. Jipigieni makofi. So far, so good. We could, you can come in front.
Hello, good evening. Yeah, Alex said he was in Salama. That's my village, just along the Mombasa, that busy highway. My name is Helen Kilonzo. And just as I said, I'm working with the African Union Commission, together with many, including Robert. For about 5 or 6 years, I was working in finance, facilitating the finance. Many of you, I met them in finance, including our Balozi. We met in Nairobi for some mission there. My experience, okay, after finance, currently I'm working with women and gender. It's quite a whole shift because finance people are just supposed to be finance, just managing money and everything. But I changed tact for women and gender, and basically was with a clear focus on empowering women and the youth in the program. And this, for the few, I'm actually a month in the directorate, and what I've noticed is that we have so many opportunities, even here, but we do not have proper channels of understanding what is there for us to. Also for the youth, we have opportunities for the youth. I support for this year for the youth volunteers. And I noticed, one thing I noticed is that when we don't have information, we don't. And I am so grateful to God that now of this week we were attending a retreat for the director. There is a young man who came and showcased. How many of you have this? No, not the ring. This. How many of you, I just want to know, because this is our way of being patriotic to our country. And this young man had this, but what he was presenting was, he is working with the Commonwealth in London. Everyone knew him. He came in as a very young boy, and he happened to come from somewhere in Maku's community, now in Addis. We do not bring in this and see how we can pass them over to our young people. We can see them on the streets, they are talking. Opportunity for us now to start finding platforms where we engage these people, our women, those young mothers there. We are seeing all these GBVs and all these things. They are happening because of the opportunities that, because vice versa, because it's gender also. There's gender inside there, which also bring us together for opportunities now. Julia, let's have forums where we can now, let's not be so, am I correct? Let's now enough houses. Yes? Everyone here has a plot. Yes or no? I'm saying, let's be more strategic. Let's impact our people back home. Yes, we have opportunities, but my point is, let's think about how saying within the youth program, I'm seeing opportunities for young people in our country. When I'm in Nairobi, we are meeting. We are going out to start a program that can bring in the young people. Finish my culture shock in this country. When I came here, that was back in, and they started eating, for me, eating raw meat. So we are in here.
Oh, kuja. How can we miss you?
Wow. Good afternoon, everyone. Oh, good evening. Sorry. Most of you have met me somewhere, right? I know I'm a common figure. But before I became a common figure, I know I have a story to tell. So she talked about coming together, plot, career. Then 2014, during the election, it was 4th of April, I left Kenya. Middle East. So I never worked in Kenya. I keep on telling people I never worked in Kenya. So I finished college, I came to Nairobi, I did a barbershop job for like 2 months while looking for a job. Because I was alone. So when I say I was alone, you know what I mean. Then I left Kenya 2014 to go to Middle East, Qatar, Doha. So when I was going to Qatar, Doha, I had a friend of mine he was a lawyer guy, and he told me, if you go to that place, you are going to chunga donkey. And I told him, let me go and chunga those donkey, because I needed something. So when I went to Qatar, I worked in a fine dining restaurant. So in my culinary, there is different steps. So I started with the lowest step, it's called commis chef. So a commis chef is somebody who is down there. I went to this fine dining restaurant, Arabic restaurant, and I was really focused. I think I was still young. I was like 23, 24. Deputy chef. Everybody knew him. He was the New York or whoever. So when I went to Middle East, in Qatar, I was still following this guy called Marcus Samuelson. So I worked in Qatar for 1 year, like 8 months, 9 months. Then I was like, I need to get myself to a brand. But my target was get myself in a brand, build myself with the focus of I know my goal. I wasn't after money. I knew money will come, but I wanted to grow my career. So I left Qatar. I went to a place called Bahrain. So in Bahrain, I worked for 4 years. I changed 2 properties. I went to Staroot Hotel, then I went to Wyndham Hotels. Then somewhere in the middle, one of my former chefs, I worked with him in Qatar, called me on a Facebook. I think those days, WhatsApp wasn't that big thing. And he told me like, hey, I want you to come to Bermuda. So I didn't even know what is Bermuda. So I Googled Bermuda. I saw a small island somewhere there in between New York and some island there. So I was like, okay, how do I come there? You need to have a US visa and blah, blah, all those processes. By that time I grew my career. I'm somewhere there. But I don't do US Embassy. They asked me the bank statement. My bank statement was very poor. But you know, somebody told me, oh, Kenya thing. So I went to that place and work in this restaurant. I haven't met Marcus, but I just want to work in this restaurant. Because the position, but I care about the food knowledge. One step back, and I told him, yeah, it was our mistake. We did a mistake of putting somebody who doesn't know a brand to a brand. So there was a lot of mistakes we did. Till today, I'm still struggling to bring some more and more. I've done it now for 1 year, I think 9 months, 10 months maybe now, in Ethiopia. I keep on coming in and off, on and off and on off. It's so amazing how I grew my career through Marcus Samuelson. And one thing I would like to tell you, I know I meet a lot of people, a lot of kids outside here who want to become a chef. And they're like, oh, I want to become a chef, mommy, blah, blah. But being a chef and building your career needs 2 things. You have to be disciplined with your plate. I deal with the food. And you have to be focused. So it's 2 things. If you have a cousin who wants to become a chef, you have an auntie, whatever, nephew, it needs 2 things for you to build your career as a chef. I go out, I joke with people, but when it comes to work, I'm more focused because I respect 2 things. I respect my plate and I respect my work. Because through my work, I think I've met so many people. I've shook hands with so many people. When Chamada called me the other day, and he called me and started asking me some questions. And he was like, I think your number, I'm going to keep your number. And maybe my career and your career might be different, but my career, a lot of people, how do you work with them? But working in different countries have made me stronger and stronger. And when you talk about the culture shock and all this stuff, I've seen them. If whatever you can talk about, I've seen them physically at work, at career. I do meet our excellency.
Waheda, it's your karibu. Hey, well, I'm told kuna club mahali tutaenda kujivinjari.
Hi, Kenyans. All protocols observed. Deputy Ambassador, how are you? Thank you for organizing this event. I think it's a good engagement for Kenyans to come together. And yeah, be better in Addis Ababa. So you all know me as Mimi ndio Wahida. You know me from Elite Lounge. I think most of you know me from Elite Lounge and the event space. But beyond the event space, I have a tech company called Charpter PLC. We offer digital solutions, government. We work together with the government to offer e-government services, smart mobility services. Beyond that, I'm also in green energy. We offer green energy solutions as well. Well, I won't say much. Mine would be to encourage every Kenyan that wants to come and invest in Ethiopia. We are here to encourage you to go through the very many challenges that we have, whether is it the labor laws, HR situations. We've been through quite a lot. I've had a 6-year journey in this country. It has had its challenges, but at the same time we're thriving, so we're not complaining. It'd be good if by the support of the Wananchi Association to create such forums so that we are able to discuss and see how maybe through partnerships we can be able to help Kenyans thrive in a lot that they do. If you're interested, I've told you as an event space, if you ever have an event or an occasion that you'd want us to support, maybe after you could talk, I could share my contact, and it could be something that we could discuss and see how we support each other.
They can reach out through our social media, and we can our numbers will be running down here.
The screen, yes.
Yeah. So you can visit us in the office. We have an office in Westlands, Madonna, 4th floor, room 412. You can come to Kitengela
I host a lot of DJs, not only from Kenya, we've brought quite a number from Africa in general. South Africa, we've done parts of Europe a bit. So, we look forward. I'm always here with you. As Kenyans, we can, sit together. So,
That's Daring Abroad, St. Helena, I think. How did he get there? Is there an advertisement for Gazeti, Nini?
It's a long story. He used to work for the Kenya Civil Aviation Authority. So he went to South Africa during the World Cup at some point. I don't know which that was. Yeah, Kikazi. But he networked and got a few contacts in the airline sector in South Africa. So he came back to Kenya, but they looked for him and said, we have an opportunity in South Africa. Then he worked in South Africa for some time. Then he got through network. So it's networking. And he got a job in St. Helena Island. But then he took me to a cabinet meeting. He's known by everybody. The Prime Minister knows him. He's the chair of golf, whatever. So on that island, you literally know everybody. So when you are new, you know you are new. So there was a cabinet meeting. They took me there to attend a cabinet meeting.
That's the most famous Kenyan in St. Helena. Crazy, huh? Iko kazi? Okay. Now, before I Stanley has introduced me as the head of Chancery. So in our policy, in our embassy systems, we have the building that houses the embassy. It's called the Chancery. So umesema nyumba kumi. Mimi ndiye mzee wa nyumba kumi for now. So that's pretty much it of Chancery, making sure everything is okay. But I do have a boss, and I want to thank you all on behalf of Ambassador Galma, and of course on behalf of our host, Petronila Were, makofi kwa balozi. And of course, allow me to also introduce my colleagues here. So I'll ask Stanley to come to the front real quick. The place where Kenyans can come and enjoy themselves. He's a member of SAFIA. He's an honorary Kenyan. He speaks. We have another Alemayo, but this one we call him Alemayo Choma. Wanyama. In absentia, we could give him a handy clap, please. So again, on behalf of His Excellency Ambassador Galma, and of course our patron and our host, Ambassador Petronila Were, I want to thank each one of you for coming to the Chancery. Also want to thank you had an afro, so did I. Sasa tumezeeka, hatuna nywele. And since then we become very good friends, and it's good to see you again. You never get old, but thank you for coming. Asanteni sana and feel at home.
Thank you very much. Yes, huyo ndio Alemayo Nyama. Thank you very much. If there is more Nyama, Alemayo will guide us. Na tumemaliza. I know we don't finish like this always, but unfortunately today we have to end here. Nimeambiwa kwa wale ambao tunapenda muziki kidogo, we know where we normally meet. Yes, so Wahida alitupea plug. So watu wataenda Elite. We know where Elite is, so please see her. Na karibuni sana. Thank you Chamwada and team. And asanteni sana. Thank you Jillian.